If you're into game-changing travel and politics news, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. This one from Burkina Faso might change how we see Africa's borders forever. Burkina Faso has just announced a bold move that's making waves across the continent. Visa fees for all African travelers have been scrapped. That means citizens of any African country no longer have to pay for entry visas when visiting Burkina Faso. The decision was formalized during a cabinet meeting chaired by military leader Captain Ibrahim Traoré, with Security Minister Mahamadou Sana announcing that this step reflects Burkina Faso's deepening commitment to Pan-Africanism and regional integration. This isn't just a symbolic gesture. Before the change, a tourist visa to Burkina Faso cost about $100, is almost equal to 55,000 CFA francs, and a business visa could cost around $165, is almost equal to 93,500 CFA francs. Now, these costs are gone for Africans. You still need a visa, but the fee has been removed, and you apply online for approval. Why did they do this? Minister Sana said the waiver is designed to boost tourism, promote Burkinabe culture, improve the country's visibility abroad, help move goods and people more freely, and strengthen ties across Africa. Burkina Faso joins the ranks of Ghana, Rwanda, Kenya, and others who've already relaxed travel rules for African visitors. But in every big change there are layers of complexity. Despite dropping fees, Burkina Faso still requires an online visa application and approval. Free doesn't mean casual. Also, although citizens of many West African states already enjoyed visa-free access under ECOWAS, Burkina Faso recently withdrew from ECOWAS along with Mali and Niger. That raises questions: will visa-free access for West Africans stay intact in practice, or will the departure from ECOWAS cause frictions or border policy shifts? The backdrop: Burkina Faso is run by a military government under Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who seized power in 2022. He's been pushing a strong Pan-Africanist message, often criticizing colonial legacies and aligning with other Sahel countries that are distancing themselves from ECOWAS and former colonial influences. But the country is suffering serious security challenges. Islamist insurgencies control or threaten large parts of its territory, internal stability is fragile, and many fear that the government's rhetoric sometimes outpaces its capacity to ensure safety and effective governance. What could this mean ahead? Travel and tourism could get a big boost. African tourists may now more readily consider Burkina Faso, not just for leisure but festivals, culture, markets. Increased flow of people might create more business opportunities and encourage foreign investment. Border trade might improve, especially with neighboring countries. But there are risks. Free visa fees won't mean much if infrastructure, safety, or political stability are lacking. Also, bureaucratic delays in online application systems could still discourage travelers. And withdrawing from ECOWAS may complicate movement for some West African citizens depending on how agreements or informal understandings change. There's also the matter of how this move fits with the broader image of the government. For some, it's a boost; for others, a PR move that doesn't address deeper issues like insurgency, rights, transparency. This policy comes under Burkina Faso's 2025 Supplementary Finance Law, showing it is not just a foreign policy statement but anchored in legal/financial reforms. If you like catching how decisions like this shape travel, power, borders, and identity in Africa, stay tuned. We'll be following how this unfolds, how travel volumes change, what neighboring countries do, how public opinion reacts, and whether this sparks similar moves elsewhere in Africa. Make sure you subscribe now and click the bell so you don't miss updates on this story or any others changing the African landscape.